Good evening, guys. This is Gloria, and this is card number 2 of my Baby Boy series. Okay, today's cartridge that I'm going to use is called Nate's ABC. And the paper pad that I'm going to use is called the Generation Tech Stack. And this is a 2009 paper pad. I haven't seen it in the stores in a while. A long while. At one point, it was like they had so many of it, it was just sitting there. And now I just don't see it at all. Okay? So, the paper pad that I end up using for this card is this image right here. And this has stars, males, and it's sort of like a technology paper, but it's also catered to the boys more than the girls, okay? And this paper pad is actually nice. And it got different colors in it. And it's really not that bad. I like this paper right here. But since it's not a game that I have, I figured that it wouldn't be good. And it just keeps on going. And it's like catered more to the computer type of games and stuff like that. Okay, guys. So let's get started in our card. Our card base is going to be an A2 size card, and it's going to be this blue cardstock. And this cardstock right here is from Recollections, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, and it's going to be scored at 4.25. So let me get my little bone folder, and it's going to be scored at 4.25. Okay, now let me get my bone folder and kind of put this all together for you guys. I hope everyone had a great afternoon and early evening. Right now it is a little bit after 9 o'clock, and it's 9:13 p.m. And I got home pretty late from work, and I had to come home and cook, of course, and you know, do what I gotta do as my daily chores to make sure that the family's taken care of. Okay, so let me start layering the inside. Now, for the inside cardstock, I have this red piece of cardstock, and it's gonna go right here. And this cardstock, it is cut at 4 by 4. But I'm thinking I might cut it a little bit shorter to kind of give it a just a little bit more of a groove, because it's 4 by 4, so I might cut it at 3.75 by 4. I think to me it will kind of look a little bit better, and it does look better because more of the blue is showing. Then I have this like this off cream color, and it's gonna go right there. Okay, so let's adhere this together. So I had a really good day at work, but, you know, my boss had a doctor's appointment today, and, she got a little bad news, and I would just be praying for her, making sure that, you know, she takes it one step at a time. So her doctor said that her sciatic, I think it's called sciatic nerve, she's not doing too good, and, he also said she had high cholesterol, so for her to take about a week off of work. So I picked up some extra hours, so I might be doing my videos even later. Like tonight, I was supposed to get off of work at 1 o'clock, and after she got out of the hospital, she asked me, I was getting ready to leave, and I told her, okay, Cindy, kind of cash me out so I can leave. And she says, do you have anything to do? And I was like, why? She says, would you mind staying? I'm like, of course not. I'll stay. You know, I turned around. I told her, I said, you know, I'm here for you. If you need me, all you got to do, just tell me. You know, I have no problem staying. Okay, and for some reason, this middle mat don't look like, if I could lift it up, I need to, like, move it down some. So I definitely, she has high blood pressure, really high blood pressure that she said, that her doctor said. So I'm trying to find out some information of some natural stuff. So if you guys have anything in mind of anything natural that don't have anything to do with chemicals, please message me and let me know, because I'm definitely going to try to help her out. You know, I turned around and I told her, first of all, she needs to me, she needs to stay away from fast food. And, you know, different things like that. And she needs to start eating healthier. She needs to start making sure her sodium intake is not a lot. You know, a lot of people don't realize that when you eat soup that's already made in the store, it has tons and tons and tons of sodium in it. And, you know, you have to start reading labels now, you know, because sodium be 360 grams. That's a lot of sodium. I'm sorry, you know. We only supposed to take in, I think, a teaspoon and a half, not even, and that's an all-day thing. Okay, so I cut this little piece of trim, and I'm just going to kind of put it right here to kind of divide the paper and give it a different look. Okay. Now for my inside, I'm using the Scrappy Mom stamp set, and this stamp set is all in the family, and it's called Cherish the Moment. Cherish the Moment. So I'm gonna get my Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm thinking, yeah, let me use my pad. And, you know, I try to help everybody I can. Me and my husband, we try to eat as healthy as possible. We eat a lot of vegetables. We kind of try to stay away from a lot of outside food. And we also, how can I say it? I got ink all over my finger now. We try to stay away from fried food. Fried food is the worst. Okay, so that says cherish the moment. Okay, so let's start working on our outside of our card now, guys. That was the inside. I need to use my bone folder again, because it don't seem like I creased this well enough. There it goes. Okay. Now for the outside, I have this red piece of cardstock. I can't even talk. I'm so worried. This red piece of cardstock. And then I also have a black piece. And then the pad and paper, and I'm just going to adhere this all down like that. So let me put that together. Oh, excuse me. You know, God created so many healthy stuff in the world. And everything's all natural. All these types of fruits and vegetables that we have to also be careful with them. Because if they were processed through pesticides and have a lot of chemicals, it's really not that good for you. So you got to be really careful. And, you know, food now these days, they have so much preservatives in it. It lasts for years at end, you know. And it's always better to have fresh food than anything that's been canned. Now, canned food is not that bad, guys, you know, and it's perfect. So like when you have a storm or hurricane and you can't store your food, which is like perfect because it lasts longer, you know. It has a lot of preservatives. Okay, so I'm going to place this black mat down. Do I got the red one down? Yes. And I'm going to place it down just like that. Okay, now I'm going to do the same with the pattern paper. So I got it upside down. No, I actually got it the right way. I think so. Yeah, I got it right. But anyway, guys, with all that being said, you know, you have to eat healthy. You have to stay away from fried food. And you have to watch your intake of sodium. And then, you know, you live much longer when you eat healthier, you know. It costs a little bit more. But life is so precious now in these days. It keeps you off of medicine when you eat healthy. You don't get diabetes. You have to stay active also. You have to walk. Now, you know, back in 2007, I had a really bad car accident that kind of messed up my neck and my back. But, you know, with each day that passed by, I just take one day at a time. And, you know, you have to, you know, because if I pull a muscle, it hurts. Oh, my God, does it hurts. But what can I do? You know, I got to keep on going. Okay, guys, so on the Scrappy Mom stamp set that I have, this stamp set is from the It's a Pinch and Dash. And this is sort of like catered to the food type of products, but I figured that this sentiment that I'm going to use was like perfect. And this sentiment that I stamped on, it says, "You always pop up when I need you." And it's like perfect for this card that I'm making. Okay, so this is my stamp, and I'm just going to stamp this right there. Not stamp it, I'm going to place it right there. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my image on a wobble. Yay! I'm so happy about that. You know, I only use my wobbles here and there. And, you know, there's a lot of people, well, you should have put that on a wobble. I didn't think it fitted to be on a wobble, you know. And then there's days that it's like, oh, let me pull out my wobbles. Definitely this belongs on a wobble. Okay, so you see the sentiment. Now, in the Nate's ABC, on page 47, I have the Jack in the Box. Now, this cut is adorable, but I changed a little bit of it because it just wasn't fitting right, which, of course, I did not do no face, you know. So, the face stamps that I end up getting is from the Peachy Keen stamp set called Sweet and Silly Face Assortment. And I used this face right here. And this is the 3/4 of an inch. Oh my God, ladies and guys, it's going to be so cute. I just fell in love with him. And here he goes right there. He came out so adorable. Now, I was going to put glossy accents on his eyes, but I figured I will wait till after I put the card together and videotape it because it takes a little while. And it was already late enough for me to do the card, which, you know, like I said, I think this week it's going to be, my cards are going to go in. I'm going to try to make some early, but, you know, it all depends, you know, what time I get off of work. And then I come home and I cook real quick, and while I'm cooking, I try to kind of figure out what type of card I'm going to make, and then I make it. Okay? Now, what I should do is, like, do some stitching. I did some stitching around the edges with my white gel pen. And I was thinking about doing the star, but I left it alone. Okay? So there goes my Jack in the Box. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put him on a wobble. And what I usually do to make sure about my wobbles, because a lot of times people just put it on a wobble, but it's not straight. So what I did was laid it right on the wobble. And if it stays up like that, then what I did was held it and I used a pencil or a pen and I traced out what I wanted to cut because, you know, it was too big. So I kind of notched it out, as you can see, guys. And I kind of notched it out so it can fit and you would not see it. So let me adhere this to the back of my wobble. Of my image, not my wobble. that looks really good right there. Okay, and do you see the other side? You know, it didn't come out the way I wanted to. Okay, let me, hold on a second, guys. Sometimes what I have in mind to do, it works before I put it on video, and then when I put it on video, it just don't want to work. Have that, guys, ever happened to you? It happens to me all the time. All the time. But, you know, I try to work with it, and I make sure that everything's done all right. And that looks good right there. Even though you can see a little bit of it, let me get my scissors and try to trim it out just a tad bit. And that's if I can find my scissors. Hello, scissors, scissors, where you at? I know you around here. Here it goes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to adhere it down right there. And it's going to look just like that, guys. And that's going to be my card. Oh my God. I can't believe it. It came out super cute. And you know, a lot of times it all depends on how you layer the back of the paper. Because even, I sometimes only use one image on my card. But it's the paper gathering that you do that makes it look so unique and so awesome. Okay, and that looks really good right there. And there goes my wobble. And instead of popping up, which I can't pop it up, I figure I'll put a wobble and wobble it up. Okay, guys, well, that's my card for today. I should have placed it a little further up. You don't know, it looks really good right there. Okay, well, that's my card for today. And before I go, let me stamp the back. Because a lot of times I forget about stamping the back. And then I'm putting the card or I'm giving it away and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to stamp the back. And then I'm forgetting. Oh, what did I do wrong now? Okay, so I'm using my old Gloria Dasher handmade stamp. Which is, actually, I like this one a lot. And I've used it on a lot of my cards. Okay, that looks awesome. See, this stamp right here can go just about on any card. Look at how gorgeous that is. Okay. So, guys, there goes my card. Thank you for joining me this evening. I appreciate you having patience and waiting. And I really enjoyed decorating this card, coming up with the image and everything. And the cutie patootie face. Oh, my God. You can't get no better than that, okay, guys? And then the inside says, treasure the moment, okay? And, you know, when you do have young boys, you know, they always pop up when you need them, you know? And they have such a good heart. They always worry if their mommy is doing fine. They're always so lovable. And, you know, you can't get no better than that. I have 3 boys, and I am blessed with all 3 of them. Definitely blessed with all 3. Okay, guys, well, thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe late, maybe early, depending. I don't have to be until later on that tomorrow, so it might be early. It all depends. I hope you enjoy, guys. Thank you again for passing by and watching my videos. Comment, rating, and subscribing. You guys have a wonderful night. Bye now. Okay. Good night, guys.